Next up is Charles Paonessa. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. If not, please correct me. Followed by Amy Blaymore, followed by Sam Carabetta.
Good afternoon, everybody. I just want to introduce my deputy mayor from Berlin. He's here to speak today on behalf of HB 5520. Mr. Paonessa.
Chairman Flexer and Blumenthal, Vice Chair Slaphorn Bello, and Ranking Members Sampson, Francesco, and distinguished members of the Government Administration and Elections Committee. Thank you for the opportunity to speak about Bill 5520. It's an act concerning a parcel of state land in the town of Berlin to an individual entity. I want to vigorously object to this. Rewarding someone for encroaching on state parkland by selling the land to them for reduced value is absurd. This is open space land. The town of Berlin has a long history of obtaining and maintaining open spaces and maintaining trails, and this would reduce that area. Deeding this land to an individual would block an access from this Route 5 to State Highway for the public to use the property. To me, it's just absurd that anyone would build buildings on state land without owning it first, but this is what happened. This transfer of ownership will reduce the availability and possible use by the public. It'll close the main access way to the rest of the state land in the area. At the very least, the town of Berlin, the Berlin Land Trust, and the people of Berlin should have time to address this transaction. And I'm happy to answer any questions you might have for me.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. Are there questions from the committee? Representative Master Francesco.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate your testimony. I see that you have concerns with this conveyance, and I wanted to just kind of get a little bit more information, if I may, on your concerns. So they are looking to, the area is approximately 2.7 acres.
Correct.
And if I'm understanding this correctly, some of it falls in your town and some of it falls in Meriden. Is that correct?
I believe all the property falls in Berlin. It's on the town line.
Okay, so all of the 2.7 acres that they are requesting is a property of Berlin?
Yes.
Okay, all of it, okay. And all of it, amazing. I didn't realize that. I thought it was just a parcel of it, so. Is there anything on that property right now, do you know?
Yes, someone has built, it's exactly on the town line. Someone's built a home partially on the land that's owned by the state, and also several sheds and a basketball court. It's basically been turned into a private estate, that area. And it was done without any ownership of the property, and now they just want to annex it to the rest of the estate.
And through you, Mr. Chairman, so who maintains the property currently right now? Does it the state go in and maintain the property, or is it your town?
I don't know who maintains the trail going in. I imagine the homeowner maintains the lawn around the house.
And as far as you mentioned something about an entranceway into there.
Yes.
Is that entranceway right on within the 2.7 acres that they are looking to have conveyed?
Yes, and this a private entity gains ownership of that, they could gate that entryway and block public access to the open space.
Is there other ways of accessing that
Not that I
open
know
land
of.
space?
It's a very heavily wooded cliff area off the Berlin Turnpike. I believe this is the only way into the 50 acres.
And I'm sorry to interrupt, just if we could make sure we let people finish their questions and their answers so we get everything for the transcript. Thank you very much, Representative.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I just lost my train of thought. So, through you, Mr. Chairman, so there is not another entranceway into that property for open space?
There is not.
There is not. And through you, Mr. Chairman, when people, the public, actually access that property, because I can't visualize it, I don't know what it is. Is it just a wooded area? Is there a trail in there? Do you know what they use it for? Or is it more of like just hunting, we'll say? What do they use it for? Do you know?
I don't know if hunting's allowed. It belongs to DEP at the present time. But it is accessible for hiking and, just outdoor open activities.
Okay, and then was your town notified at all of this conveyance?
No.
So the town had no idea that
no.
this conveyance
This
was going through?
Brought to my attention in the last several days by our representative each.
Right. And of course, obviously, it's state property, and the state can obviously certainly do what they want with their property. And you did say that there was structures or something already built on the property that you know of?
Yes, as part of the application, I reviewed the sketch submitted. There was a survey done, I believe, by the state, and it shows several sheds and a basketball court and a driveway. And part of the home is actually on the state land.
Gotcha, okay. I don't have any further questions, but thank you for your testimony and for coming in and for clarification. Thanks. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. Any further questions from the committee? Seeing none, we appreciate you being here and your testimony.